Hey guys, thank you so much for joining our Google Hangout today. Our goal today is to answer all of your beauty questions. Now, we've got a boss here today. We've got Instagram beauty star Vegas Nay with over 2 million followers on Instagram. She is truly the boss of beauty. And then we have principal scientist for CoverGirl, Dr. Sarah here. But first off, we're going to start with Vegas Nay. Vegas! Oh
Hi
my
guys.
God. Thank you.
I'm so happy to be here, to be with you guys all. I'm humbled by this.
Oh, and we love you, and thank you so much for doing this. Thank you
Thank you so much for having me here.
Okay, so listen. Oh, make sure you guys are joining in our conversation. The hashtag again is AskVegasNay. Again. Okay, so Vegas, first thing we need to know is how you are on 2 million followers. How did that happen? Give us a little bit about that. I mean, that is really impressive.
It's basically a page that grew overnight. I don't know where it came from, but at the same time, I was a full-time mom, and I was featuring my work, and people started asking for questions and steps of makeup of my looks. I couldn't keep up, so I started featuring other artists. In exchange for featuring, I would ask for steps. And my page basically grew overnight of a museum of just other people's work, my work, where people can go to and learn. So either you go to my page to work on yourself or on a client, and it's just growing and growing and growing. And it's been amazing because it's not just me, but it's a community of other artists from all over the world.
Yes, and I actually know a few artists that you've featured on your page, and you've literally changed their life. Like, they are like so
It's been
thankful.
amazing.
Yeah.
I'd love to see people grow, and we're all in the same direction. So, I mean, just to see that, it's rewarding for me. It really is.
Perfect. So, we went around the streets of New York, and we were just talking to girls, and everyone knew who you were, FYI. Everyone was like, oh my God, Vegas Nay, we love her. Oh my God, she's amazing. So we got a couple of questions, okay?
Right.
So we're going to just throw to the first one.
Hi, Vegas. I hear a lot about different skin tones that correspond to foundation shades, whether you're yellow, pink, blue undertones, and I was wondering how you find out what skin undertones you have and how you should play them on.
I know artists, there's so many that approach this method so different, but what I find more effective on me and my clients is I go on the back of my hand. As you can see, it's a lot lighter than my face. I wrote really dark today, and you can see like your veins and your undertones right here. Your face is exposed to the sun in many different ways when you're walking, on the streets or outdoors, and you get rosacea, you get sunburn, you get blotches, and you really want to go in there and correct. I have rosacea and I have yellow undertones, so I go in there and really just go and correct, and you can just go off the back of your arm, and I start correcting with either a concealer. You can have a concealer, and then you could use a tinted beauty balm for the summer, and basically start correcting from there. Just remember, when if you're going to go under yellow undertones, you want to counteract that and go with a lighter base of either yellow or the red would go under for more of a pink undertones. You want to wash that out definitely with a corrector palette.
Perfect. Now, what were those two products that you just held up? Can you just tell us what they were, just so for our audience?
This is a CoverGirl concealer stick. It's really light, and for summer, I would recommend you guys going extremely light on your face because we're sweating out there. We're out there, and our face is just getting oily, and it's getting really wet. So you want to go light. Beauty balms, tinted balms, and moisturizers, and then definitely go in with like a nice powder and blot your skin, like blotch it out. Don't rub it. You want to blotch it because.
And I think it's a mistake that a lot of girls make, is that we rub it. I was just doing that, and you told me no.
And you'll get
blotch it. Yeah.
You'll get pockets. You'll notice you'll like start rubbing your actual makeup off, and then you'll have an uneven off after your contour. It looks you can actually see it. It starts to look muddy, kind of.
Okay. So let's go into the second question.
I do want to know how to blend my eyeshadows, and I do see like bold lipstick is the big trend, and so what bold lipstick colors work on lighter skinned women?
On lighter skinned women, you definitely want to go with cold undertones. if you go with cold undertones, you're safer either reds or pinks, and it actually brightens up your smile too. Yellow undertones or warmer undertones on red or bright pinks will definitely go for more of a yellow undertone. But for lighter undertones, I definitely stick with cold undertones like blues. There's undertones of blues in there. So definitely remember that when you're working with bold colors on your lips and your lighter cold undertones on lips.
And what's that gorgeous lip color you have on right now? I'm obsessed with it.
Well, my lips are really dry, and I'm wearing the Melt Matte. It's called Stupid Love.
Oh, I loved it. I love it.
It's really bright.
It's gorgeous.
But then I mixed it, and I just put this, moisturizing streak by Urban Decay, and I just mixed them together, and I added a lip liner on top of that.
It looks beautiful.
Thank you.
All right, let's go into that third question. On the streets.
Hi, I was just wondering if you would recommend any types of foundation that really work for beating the heat now that we're starting to get into warmer weather.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, go lighter with a Beauty Balm or a tinted moisturizer. Today I threw on this Sun Kiss, and I just went over and lightly applied it. I have really oily skin and larger pores. During the summer, it actually activates them and makes them larger. So I go in with a corrector, a pore corrector, go in light, and as you do, you just want to build up. I build up with powders. If you tend to be drier, I would stay away from powders. But during the summer, usually people are definitely a lot oilier and they are sweating. So I would definitely just build up with beauty balms and tinted moisturizers, and like what I'm wearing today, which is.
I love what you're wearing today.
It gave me a nice little tan because I'm not really that tan, as you can see.
You look amazing. You look amazing. Going into social media, I'm having a bit of an issue. So we're gonna throw into our next question.
I think I'd love to learn how to wear the bold eye with the bold lip and how to work it really well.
See, and this has always been a myth. Like everyone says, oh my God, if you're wearing a bold eye, you can't wear a bold lip. Well, what do you think?
I think you could definitely go in with a nice cat eye and bold lashes. If you want to go in there and contour a little bit with a brown, go for it. Clean look. If your skin's clean and your contour's clean, you can definitely just go all out. I would go for it. It's really in right now. Summer, everyone's tan. Those bold colors are looking beautiful. So just remember, nice bold cat eye, big lashes, and contour a little bit in the crease, nice highlight on the brow bone, and a bold lip. It's really hot. It's really in. I definitely recommend it.
Great. Now, what colors do you think can never go together on your face?
For me,
yeah.
I think that usually if I'm just like wearing a lipstick, say I'm wearing a pink, and I go in with like a peach blush, I think those like kind of counteract. So you want to kind of go in with the same balance. So if you're going with a pink blush, you want a pink lipstick. Some people make the mistake and they wear this really bold pink, and then you have like this really bold blush in peach undertones, and it kind of just throws it off. So stay with those. If you're going to go bold, stay with those, kind of balance out with those colors, and then throw it into your eyelid or above your crease, and it'll kind of balance out. So I would stick with the same monotones.
Perfect. Now, we're getting a lot of questions on social media, so we're going to start with the first one. This is from Gina Santiago. Her Twitter handle is IkeGina. Her question: what is the best color brow powder for Latina with dark brown or black eyebrows?
Definitely, you can, believe it or not, if you want a powder, you can use an eyeshadow, matte eyeshadow, and you could wet it. You can wet it, blot it in, and you can, if you have black brows, you can go in and shade it with a lighter brown, and then do brush strokes of hair, of darker hair. And when you want to do the brush strokes, you wet the powder and you wet the brush, and then you go in and you draw it in. So remember, whenever you wet an eyeshadow, you go darker.
We've got another question from Laura G. Her question is, what is one beauty product that you just can't live without?
Gosh, to be honest with you, It is the Tarte Beauty Balm. It goes on like silicone. It makes my skin, I could go out and people don't really think I'm wearing makeup, but I have that flawless skin. It's one of those secrets I love. It's an amazing product.
And what shade do you
At
wear?
the moment. It changes, but at the moment I love that one.
Yeah. And what's your shade in that beauty balm?
It's medium, and a medium is kind of in between a light and a dark, and I go in and I put it all over my face, and then I darken and I contour, and then I highlight to give me dimension. But that beauty balm is magic. If you have a lot of imperfections, go in with that Tarte beauty balm. It's really good.
Okay, here we have another question from Rico's mom. Her question is, Vegas, I have deep set eyes. How should I apply eyeshadow? And what shades will make my eyes pop?
Okay. For deep eyeshadows, you definitely want to go in, you don't want to contour too much. You want to go with a mattifying shadow, do a little bit of contouring on the outer edges, and you could correct your deep set eyes. And what else did she ask?
Oh, and what shades should I use to make my eyes pop?
You want to go with lighter matte shades, and then for the brow bone, a shimmery shade. So you're gonna make counteract the deep set eyes, go mattify it, go darker, contour on the outer edges, and then it's gonna bring out that deep set eyes. So matte over, and then shimmer on top, and then contour a little bit on the outer edges.
So you're mentioning a lot on contour, and the contour is such a big trend right now. And I remember, contouring is not easy, girl. Because I remember when I first contoured, and I thought I did this great job, and then I'm like hanging out with my brother, and he's like, "Your nose is so dirty," and he's like trying to wipe my contour off. So I'm wondering, what is the secret to contouring? Tell me how we can all get it right.
I learned this in college. I'm a painter, and if you have good brushes, you could basically use drugstore brands of any sort. Brushes is key, or a sponge. Blending, and just go in there and practice. But brushes is key. High-end brushes, something that's gonna not fall, and definitely you can go in there and blend so you have that nice dimension. People don't understand that sometimes they'll go and they'll save money on the brushes, but the brushes is definitely a key. You want good brushes, and then you could basically use any correctors, any contours.
How many shades darker should you go when you contour?
What, I'm sorry?
If you're contouring your face, how many shades darker should you go?
I go 3 shades darker.
3 shades, okay.
You can go more dramatic if you're blending in a lighter color, but I go 2 to 3 shades darker. You can go really dramatic if you're going out at night, but the darker, the more sculpting that's going to happen into your face. So.
Perfect. We've got a question from Meg. Her question is, what can I use in the summer to emphasize my cheekbones without putting on too much makeup?
A shimmer, a highlighter. Today I'm using the Illuminator. It's, it works magic. And definitely just go in and highlight those cheekbones a little bit, and they'll pop. And you want a little bit of shimmer in there.
Should you use a brush, or should you just do it with your hands? Now you're using this Illuminator.
If it's a cream based, I blot.
You blot, okay.
Blot.
Okay.
Because you're gonna get streaks. So yeah, so you want to blot in there, like I did today. Okay. I just blotted right on the top, and it just gives you that glow.
Yes, I see that J-Lo glow. I do see it. Yes. Girl.
So you just want to blot and just a little bit though.
Not a lot. Okay, because I'm a little crazy with
because then you'll be able to see it, and then it'll take away from that natural glow that you want to get and achieve.
Perfection. We've got a question from Chris, DC. Now that the weather is warm, what is the best way to combat oily skin?
With powders.
Again, with powders.
Definitely powders. You want to blot, and mostly people that are having oily skin have larger pores. So you grab that brush and you dense into those pores. Just blot all over those oily areas. I go down my T-zone, and you can blot and walk. Always have a brush in your purse so you can do that throughout the day.
Vegas, we are all obsessed with you here. I'm obsessed with you.
And I'm obsessed with you guys.
And we want to know, what do you have going on next? Like, what's going on in your world?
There's just so many opportunities that are happening right now. I've been working with different companies, and I just see in the future, I see, holding classes maybe and being more interactive with my people that have been supporting me for this long. Meet and greets are in the way.
Yay! I'm going.
So I could see everyone, in person, and I want to really connect that way. So I'll be traveling a lot. I see a lot of traveling and a lot of things scheduled for the near future. It's looking amazing.
Great. Thank you so much for joining us. You
Thank
are the
you.
best.
Thank you for having me.
And right now, we are going to go with Dr. Sarah Vickery. She is the principal scientist for COVERGIRL. She's basically a boss. She develops technology and product innovations that meet our ever-demanding beauty needs. Dr. Sarah, thank you for joining us.
Hi, thanks for having me. I'm really excited.
Oh, we're so excited to have you. Now, for anyone at home, like, who doesn't get what you do, explain it to us. What exactly is your
I'm
role?
a chemist, and I work with our technical teams, our R&D teams, to help develop technologies across all of our makeup technologies, things for our face, like foundations, mascaras, lip color, pretty much everything. And I talk a lot about our technologies to folks like you.
Yay, great. Okay, so we got a few questions from some girls, and we wanted to ask you. Sometimes finding the right shade is really challenging for Latin women. Any tips for finding a foundation that works?
Yeah, so finding the right shade and foundation is one of the biggest challenges for all women. And in fact, we know that without the right shade finding tools, over 80% of women will choose the wrong shade. So with COVERGIRL True Blend liquid makeup, we've actually expanded our palette to 21 shades to meet 99% of skin tones, and we've organized them by light, medium, and deep. So there are 7 shades in each family. We've also specifically studied Latina skin tones and added warmer shades to the palette that'll better meet the needs of warmer Latina skin tones as well.
I really love that you guys studied the Latin skin tones. That's great. No one does that.
Absolutely.
That's amazing, yeah.
Absolutely. We've also worked with a company called Blipper, COVERGIRL has, to develop a new augmented reality app that allows women to virtually try the foundation on before they buy it. So the way that works is women just download the Blipper app, then they blip, as it's called, any COVERGIRL True Blend ad, and they look like this. It can be in a magazine, online, even on TV. Anywhere you see this ad, you can blip it. And then you're taken into this virtual space where you can actually try on all the different True Blend shades and pick the one that blends seamlessly with your skin. So it looks, I don't know if you can see that, but
yeah,
you can scroll through all the shades and find the right one. And then it's pretty foolproof. You can grab the shade that works for you.
Great. Can you just spell Blipper for those at home who don't know how to spell it?
Sure. It's Blippar, and it's an orange emblem with a little B in the middle of it. Works on any smartphone or tablet.
Perfect. Now, this is a question that I know so many Latinas have, because the majority of us do have oily skin. Now, is there a certain ingredient that can just control this oil, that can help mattify, or just another product that you would recommend for mattifying, especially during the hot summer months?
Yeah, especially right now, a great product for mattifying is something that Vegas was just talking about a few moments ago, which was the True Magic Skin Perfector, because this is great for mattifying and for reducing shine. This one was designed to perfect the skin. You can use it alone if you want to go really light, or under foundation, or on top to reduce that shine. And then, of course, just as you guys were talking about before, powders are always great for controlling excess oil and shine. And I think that the tips that you gave earlier are perfect. But True Blend Pressed Powder is a really nice, lightweight one that would be great for the summer months.
Great. So now we, of course, went on the streets of New York, because we love hanging out on the streets. And let's hear what some girls have to ask you, Doctor.
I have really sensitive skin, so I'm definitely looking for a foundation that won't clog my pores and won't irritate my skin.
Okay, great. So for sensitive skin, you want something obviously that feels lightweight and that won't irritate. So we've just launched this product called Ready Set Gorgeous. which is oil-free, shine-free, so it won't clog those pores. It's also really unique in that it has a built-in powder system that pulls excess sweat and sebum or skin oil away from the skin, so it doesn't keep it trapped under the foundation, leading to more irritation issues. So it's really great for women with sensitive skin. Provides a great level of coverage, so you're not giving up anything there either.
Great. Let's go into the second one.
I go to school for theater, and so balancing stage makeup and the makeup that you're wearing during the day, making sure everything stays so that you seem fresh all day, that's something I struggle with.
Right, so to stay fresh all day, what you need is a foundation that truly does wear and maintain the look that you started with. So for that, I would say Outlast Stay Fabulous is the way to go. This one is really designed for all-day wear. It has a built-in primer, concealer, and foundation in one, so it really hits all the bases and maintains a full coverage matte finish all day. So it's ideal for looking fresh, no matter what you get into or how long your day goes.
Okay, great. Dr. Sarah, that was excellent. Thank you so much for all of this. Is there anything new with CoverGirl? I mean, I've been using CoverGirl, I think, for, whoa, like forever. Lash Blast is still like one of my top mascaras ever. But does CoverGirl have anything new going on that we should know about?
So CoverGirl always has something new going on. It's beauty. You got to keep it coming and keep up, right? So you can always go to covergirl.com and see what's the latest and greatest. And something that I would really encourage everyone to check out is our Fab Lab, which allows you to put on all the products on your own skin, on your own face, and see how they're going to look, and just play and try them all on.
Great. All right, so ladies, Vegas Nay, we're getting like all these questions on social media for you. So we're going to go back to you, and we're going to ask you this question, because this is a question that I hear a lot too. What is the easiest way to look like J-Lo but not with too much makeup, meaning that J-Lo glow?
You know what? Like I said today, I just went for really light.
Yeah.
CoverGirl is amazing with the skin. I have really oily skin, but I want that dewy look as well. So what I do is I go in with the pore corrector, and I went with a darker. Can you see how dark that is?
Yeah, that looks really dark.
Yeah, and I am, as you can see how light I am, but look how tan I look.
Yeah, you look amazing.
I just used a little bit of this. I shaded it around my face, and I contoured, and then I went in there and highlighted a little bit with a concealer. And then to get that J-Lo look, I used, the luminizer. It's a cream. It's not a powder on my cheekbones right here. And I'm, definitely go with those, and you'll have that nice J-Lo look. You don't have to go too much either, too dramatic.
Now, do you think if you have oily skin, do you think that cream products are the best or powdered products?
You still have to go there and moisturize your face, because you want to dry it out either. So you would want to go in light and then powder over and then highlight.
Okay.
I have really oily skin, so I could definitely answer any of those questions, because I've had acne-prone skin, I've broken out, I have scars, so I go in there and correct a lot. And lighter is better, and then building up with powders, and then going in with a luminizer to have that glow.
I mean, I can't believe that you have like scars and all that you're saying, because honey, your skin looks flawless. So what is this CoverGirl product? Because it looks amazing.
I used this one today, and oh my gosh, I tried it out the other day, and it did mattify my face. And I went in there and I just contoured. This is really light, but it builds up. That's all I'm wearing. And then I went in there and I highlighted, and I put powder all over. So I do have a lot of scars. I had acne when I was a teenager, so I've tried so many products to counteract and kind of study the oiliness. And I've had people come up to me, and I've also recommended, skin products, because acne is no joke. Once you have to learn how to work with it. A lot of people struggle with it.
It's a very common problem amongst Latinas, because the majority of our skin is oily, which is great, because when we're 60, we look 20. But you still get that acne, girl, and I know I suffer from it too, and I suffer from those dark marks too, which is a huge pain in the neck.
Mhm.
But I definitely. So let's go into Christina's question, which is, I have very uneven lips. What can I do to even them out? How can I use makeup to even them out?
I have uneven lips too. I have these. My top lip is very uneven, and just use a liner trick. Kind of don't overdraw it, but go off of the one that's a little larger and use a liner to match it up, and then concealer to define the outer edges, and you're good.
Perfect. Now we have, oh, this is a nice little question from a Jasmine Rubio. Her question is, any advice for someone who is starting an IG makeup account? It is very competitive out there, and you know that. I mean, what can she do to stand out?
You definitely want to keep it professional, and you want to keep it personal too, and kind of let your audience know who you are, and you want to interact with them. Interacting is key. Answer questions. If people have a question, just answer it. Share your work. There's many hashtags out there that people are surfing. So hashtag makeup beauty, Vegas Nay, Cosmopolitan. There's all these different hashtags you can use, or people expose your work. And I definitely get a high definition camera.
What camera do you recommend?
You want people to see your work. So.
Which camera do you like, Vegas?
I love the Canon 5D. It is a higher definition camera, but I've used my iPhone 5, and using it up on a window sometimes gets the same quality.
Wow.
Believe it or not.
Hello, I love this. Save all that money and use that iPhone 5. Hey, okay.
iPhone 5 up, and you don't want to turn it. Like, here's the iPhone 5.
Yeah.
Most mistakes as women, they want to see themselves when they take a picture. This side blurs it out. So you want to use this side. You want to use this side, and then you can see yourself, like if you're,
Oh, well, that is
taking
a great
the picture.
tip.
You can see, and go up on a window, and then you want to tap it because there's an AF mode, autofocus mode, and you tap it, and you got a clear picture. I mean, the picture's better than my 5D sometimes.
What?
I swear.
Well, I'm gonna try that. I didn't know that whole you turn it around, and I've been taking pictures the wrong way. Holy crap.
Your pictures look great.
Well, guys, this has been a lot of fun.
It has been.
Vegas, you know that we adore you. We love you.
I love you guys.
You're a part of the Cosmo for Latinas family. Dr.
Thank
Sarah,
you.
you were amazing. I love
Thanks
your
so much
answers.
for having me.
You answered so many
Dr.
of our questions. So, guys, thank you so much for joining us. I just want to call out to the fact that on June 4th, we will be having our Cosmo for Latinas Fun Fearless Awards. Our special guest will be Demi Lovato, so we're really, 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 really excited about that. So just for more information, make sure you go on cosmoforlatinas.com. If you have any questions on the CoverGirl, go on covergirl.com. Thank you so much for joining us. This was so much fun, and we hope you had fun too.